Hi everyone, and welcome to Computer Science 2. I'm Debbie Sorrentino. I'm the instructor for this class, and in this video I'm going to show you around our class and show you what you need in order to be successful in this class this semester, which is my goal. Okay, so on the left-hand side we always have our course menu, and if you click on home page, this is what you see here. I will be posting 1 or 2 announcements per week, so be sure that you check the announcements. This is an abbreviated version of the announcement. It's just like the title, so if you click on it, you will see the entire announcement. So here's the entire announcement, and I'll talk more about that in a bit. I have contact information for the SUNY support services help desk in case you need any technical help with Blackboard. There's just some links that we put on here for Atomic Learning and lynda.com. These are 2 products that NCCC has site licenses to, and they have a lot of helpful videos. Atomic Learning has a lot on computer applications. There are some programming videos out on lynda.com if you want to check them out. T-Wolves mail. This will link here. If you click on it, will just bring you to your T-Wolves email account to sign on. Email is one of the most important things when you're taking an online class. It's the only way I can contact you if I need to notify you about something in the class, changes in the class, a concern I have with an assignment that you submitted, or really anything that comes up along the semester. So you really should be checking your T-Wolves email at least 3 times a week, and I suggest more. Also on our homepage, we have all the NCCC policies and resources, the academic integrity policy, attendance policy for online, where computers are located on campus, the disability disclosure statement, and a whole lot of other things out there as well. Okay, so that's what's on our homepage. And before you can click to start here, it tells you how to get started. You're probably not new to Blackboard, but if you're new to an online course, you might want to go through the e-learning student orientation. It's located here on the Student Resources and Policy tab. Next, you'll click on the course information link over here on the left-hand side, and you need to go through each of these documents that are listed in here sequentially. Very important information for the class. And we'll see at the end of these documents there's an activity called the Academic Integrity at NCCC assignment. You just have to read some information and answer 1 question, but everybody taking an online class is required to do that. And then finally you'll click on Learning Modules to get started with the first announcement. So at least 3 times a week you should be checking the announcements, checking your email, and checking the calendar. This course is a 4-credit-hour course. If you were in the classroom, you'd be spending 4 hours in the classroom, plus outside additional time to work on projects, assignments, and whatnot. You know, an online class is different. You have to spend a lot of time learning yourself. I would expect this to take probably about 10 hours per week of your time. And if you're only spending an hour and you're not doing well, that is why. Okay? So I'm going to talk about the course information syllabus documents. I'm not going to go through all of them. You can go through them. There's a welcome document with some information in here. This is the video you're watching right now. I have contact information. You know, the best way really to contact me in this class is just click on the send email link, and it also contains my logon schedule. The textbook and other required course material. I'm just going to open this link for a minute. If you took CPS 120 last semester and purchased the required materials, you don't need to purchase anything else. We'll be using the same textbook. You can see a picture of it here. We'll be covering later chapters in it. And your My Programming Lab, we will be using that for some of the assignments in this class. The code is good for 1 year, so you should be fine with all of that. If you took this class prior to September of 2016, you are going to need the new version of the textbook um, with My Programming Lab access, and all the information you need is at the bottom of this document. Here I have the course syllabus. We've been asked to provide two versions, so a PDF and a Word version. They're both the same, just different types of documents. Important information on the course description, student learning outcomes, and also a list of the learning modules we'll be tackling this semester. And the very important thing here is the course schedule and calendar. As an online student in an online class, you are required to know when information is due. I'm going to click on the PDF version here and talk about this for a minute. You can download this PDF to your phone. You can put the assignment due dates in your own personal calendar. Whatever you need to do to make sure that you are aware of all of the due dates. Okay. Discussion posts and assignments are due on Fridays. Responses to the discussion are due on Mondays. Projects are due on Tuesdays. And you will have a 48-hour period from Tuesday at midnight till Wednesday at 11:59 in which to complete quizzes. So you should be thinking to yourself, if it's Friday, there's probably something due. A discussion post or an assignment. Discussion responses are on Mondays. Tuesdays are your projects. There's a lot of due dates, but things are due on a certain day of the week. So you can go through here and you can see our course calendar from now till the end of the semester. The course grading policy, I'll just talk about it briefly, but you can go over this yourself. 35% is based on projects, 40% on quizzes. The final quiz will be worth 2 quiz grades, and I will drop the lowest quiz grade. 15% is on assignment, 9% is discussions, 1% is a course feedback survey. Let's see. It's important to note that things have to be turned in on time. And I don't accept discussions late. I don't accept assignments late. I don't accept quizzes late. Projects I will accept late with a late penalty and only up to 1 week late. All of that information is explained within these course documents, but it's important to note that, and that the course due dates are really not negotiable. And I'm just going to talk about one more thing here. I'm going to open up this course schedule again. I did read all the feedback and from CPS 120 last semester, so one of the things was you'd like 2 days, so you could pick whatever day was best to take the quiz, so I have implemented that. The other thing is people say, well, there's too many things due on the same day. Here's an example. There's a couple things due on the same day. Okay, well, you don't have to do them on that day. You can do them before that day. It's just the due date. All right. You can read through the course expectations and the NCCC disability disclosure. And this is important in this document, the course information section, I should say, academic integrity. You have to click on this, you have to read it, and you have to answer a question. It is required by all students taking an online course. All right, important course policy on plagiarism and copying work. You can read this, but let me just explain what this means. Everybody has to do their own work. It's very easy to identify when people are copying work from each other. It is unacceptable. Everybody needs to do their own work. So you can read through that. Your next steps tells you how to proceed. All right, you are going to be required to send me an email, and you can read through the instructions for that. So those are the course information syllabus documents. learning modules, I'm just going to go through the rest of the course menu here, is really where all of the work in this class happens. You need to watch the welcome video. That's this video. So for anybody who may have missed it, this just tells them to go back before you proceed to the first module. Our quizzes will be over here in this link. We do have a calendar over here, and the calendar is only populated as each module opens. So right now you'll just see the due dates out there for the function review module, but some students find that helpful. My grades, I'll clean this up a little bit right now after I finish this video. Your grades will always be up to date, so you should always be checking. It's just one click on My Grades to see where you stand. Sending email, again, there's instructions here. Just click on All Instructor Users. Send me an email, and in order to see my response, you will have to log on to your T-Wolves email to see that. Course announcements, that just will have a listing of all the announcements in our course. There's only one right now. Ask a question is just a section here where you can ask a question and I can answer it, or another student might be able to answer it for you. C++ programming tutorials, I'm going to click on this. If you've been in my online classes before, oops, you know I have a lot of videos, but I did create this one playlist, C++ programming tutorials, where everything's broken down into individual topics. So you can see here, using a math library, formatting output, using get lines with strings, if statements, logical operators, switch statements, for loops, while loops, do while loops, how to use input and output files, function terminology, and these function ones down here, void functions with value and reference parameters, value returning functions. If you're having problems with the first assignment or project, you can review those. And I'll be populating this more. They are different videos for the most part than what you find in the class, but you will need to know some things from CPS 120. So if you forgot to write how to write a for loop, you can go take a look at that. Okay, so that's probably useful. Resources and facts. There's, how do you get assistance with this course on campus? You can visit my office hours, which are posted here. And there's some things that you probably need later in this semester, running a sample with 3 files. How do I forward my T-Wolves email? What to do if I cannot get my project to run? Just a quick note here, if your project doesn't run, email it to me. Do not submit it. More on that later. And Blackboard help in e-learning. There's also this Net Tutor. This is something that SUNY provides us with, and you see that there is business, information technology, and computer science, live one-on-one help. There is a computer science tutor available quite a bit. I don't think any students that I know of have taken advantage, but you might want to try it. Okay, and not sure if that'll bring me back. I'll have to go back this way. Okay. So I think that's a good introduction to what you need to know. Don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions at all. I'm always happy to help, and I look forward to teaching the class this semester. So have a great semester, and I'll be talking to you soon.